at is a finished, prepped, cleaned fender, interior of the fender, of the inside fucking fender there. Now, we're going pretty much to the extreme on this, and this generally isn't how we would do it all the time, okay? But this customer requests that it gets done like this. And, you know, the customer's always right 95% of the time, especially on a job like this. I mean, if he wants his car done this meticulous, that's fine, you know, we can do it. I mean, that's the way it goes. What we did, I'm gonna go over it, and basically it was a very long procedure, very long. I've been working on these now for 6 hours, okay? But what I did, my main tool was my air grinder. And that's a variable speed, just a small variable speed air grinder. I used my 36 grit roll-lock pad to break it all down. And then I used my brown Scotch-Brite pad to clean it all up and smooth it out. And if you look at it, you can see that it's clean, very thoroughly clean. Okay? And just in the visible areas that I'll be able to reach, I'm gonna take my DA sander, okay? And I'm gonna go ahead and DA that down, and I'm gonna do a little bit to show you what it's gonna look like, because this is really what levels it all out and gets it done. Now, if you look at the difference on the side that I just DA'd versus the side that hasn't been DA'd yet, you can see that it's even smoothed it out even more, and it looks 100% better. Now once I get that done, we're still not done. I missed a step. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take some vinegar water, okay? Now this is vinegar, it's you know, distilled vinegar, distilled white vinegar, okay? And I'm gonna go ahead and wash the inside of that fender off and rinse it off. That's gonna, what that's gonna do is that's gonna kill the rust, okay? And it's gonna clean the metal thoroughly where it's spotlessly clean, okay? It's like sanitizing your metal, okay? Make sure you get all the vinegar off. If you soda blast, that's another reason we're doing that's been soda blasted. It has to be cleaned off with vinegar to neutralize the soda. Our fenders are looking good. They look 100% different. I'll be back to see what it looks like later. Concours restoration, Concours style restoration, Concours restoration. Okay, if you look behind me there, you're gonna look at a fender. That's the inside of the fender that we've been talking about on the fenders of the 55 Concours Buick restoration. If you look close, you're gonna see some black spots on it, okay? And what those black spots are is that's where we have sprayed the, you know, high-tech, chemically destroys rust conversion spray. Does it really work? Does it really do it that good? Does it really concentrate down to kill the rust and get rid of rust 100%? No, it doesn't, okay? No, all right? There is nothing that will stop rust except cut it out and get rid of it, okay? Does it neutralize the rust? Yes, it will neutralize the rust for very long periods of time. If you prepare your metal right, it should not come back, okay? It's kind of like having, and you know, I'm just throwing this out, I'm just thinking, you know, first thing possible, it's like having hepatitis C, okay? They give you a pill for it, okay? And what that pill does, it puts the hepatitis C asleep, okay? It puts it in dormant, okay? Well, that's what this does, all right? And hopefully, if you do it right, it won't come back. Your fender won't have hepatitis C no more, it won't have cancer, and it won't get a heart attack and die, okay? Will this car ever rot out in my lifetime? No, it won't rot out in my lifetime. It won't rot out in your lifetime. It won't rot out in the owner's lifetime. The car will be sold 10 times fold, and put in some fucking museum somewhere in the back corner collecting dust before anything happens to it. Because this car will never go outside. Okay? This car is a better than restored fucking 55 Buick. Okay? I mean, come on. Let's get real here. Okay? It's a car that you know, it's beyond the manageability of restoration. Okay? But my friend Pete's doing it, and my friend Pete does it right. Okay? This is something that even on TV, they don't even do it this good on TV. Okay? Trust me, I know. I used to go to Barrett Jackson. I've seen the TV cars. They're fucking junk. Okay? They're props. Okay? They're not even fucking real. Come on. Come on. So, now what we're looking at is a situation that nobody in their right mind would even think of fixing. Nobody in their right mind would say, I want that fixed, except only one person that I know. And you know who that person is? Mr. Concours Restoration, 1955 Buick, 3-speed on the column guy, okay? This fender right here, as you can see, okay, can you see my hand? All right. Has been thoroughly cleaned. I've cleaned this fender. This is a rarity, okay, for anybody that's watching these videos. You will never see anybody else anywhere. Search all the fucking videos that you got. Search the internet, look around the world, and I'll bet you $100 you will never find anything about the inside of a fender being prepped like this one has. Or the other one over here. So if you look right here, and I'm gonna get that camera real close because I want to make sure everybody sees this. This is gonna be hard to do, but we're gonna go ahead and do it for you, okay? So I'm gonna... And even in the camera, you can't even see it. I mean, that's how ridiculous it is. Okay? If you look right here in this area, you can see where I hammered and dollied this out. You can see these spots. I don't know if you can see it. It's just, you know, I hammered and dollied it so perfect that you can't really see it. But the owner sees it. He knows it's there. So what I got to do, and it's an imperfection. It's, you know, imperfected. It's not perfectly flat like in this area right in here, see? What he wants me to do is he wants me to go ahead and fill that with some Evercoat Bondo mix filler to ensure that when he sees that fender before it's put on the car, it looks. Now before we go ahead and fix this area, there's one more little area, and I want to bring the fender around, right? Let's see if I can get it in there. There it is. Okay, because this fender had gotten hit right in this area. I think somebody bumped into it with a bumper. But there's also an area, and well, it's not even on this fender, it's on the other fender, so I'll have to show you that later. But, okay, great. So, see, now, I thought I'd only have to do one fender. Now I gotta do 2 fenders like that. So what you see me doing here is I went in and took some Evercoat and Bondo, okay, Evercoat polyester filler and some Bondo. Now the reason I put polyester filler in there with it, or whatever the fuck you call it, it's made by Evercoat, I call it Metalworks. It's because what that does, it gives you a more condensed, finer type filler, so you don't have no pinholes. It's pretty much a 1, maybe 2 shot deal, and it sands very, very well with 80 grit. It makes it a lot nicer. So I'm gonna take my Bondo mix, and I'm gonna go ahead and cover that area where I did my hammering, see? Where I did my dolling. Just like you see me doing right here, okay? I'm trying to smooth it out. I got some fucking Bondo spreader, ain't worth a shit. It's already getting hard, see? Okay. So, look at there. See? That's how hot it is out here today. This is real time you'll watch this here, see? This is real time. So now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna let that dry, and I'm gonna let it dry for about an hour, because I'm gonna try to get this with 1 coat. Okay? I'm gonna come back with my DA sander and my hand blocks, and I'll block that out, and it'll be perfect. But we also got another problem, and I'm gonna show you what that is.